Okay, so the Alien franchise, right? Really good first two movies. The third one is I and knows. I got all of them on my YouTube. I got all of them on my YouTube account. So I definitely know what I'm talking about, and I'm a big fan of the franchise for sure. Like even more than Predator movies, and even some of the Predator movies. Predator movies are lackluster, but Alien One for the horror that it was made to be awesome. Fucking can't do any better than that. So I don't even know why. And I don't have nothing against Ridley Scott trying to do prequels, but really with something like the Alien franchise, you shouldn't really do prequels. It's because it's that mystery of you don't know where they came from. They were just sitting there on what is now called the derelict spaceship on LV-426. Well, Aliens, good for an action movie for sure. Action, not really much horror, but good, but really good action version of the Alien franchise. Alien Alien 3 was bad but good. It's kind of like one of those alien movie. It's kind of like one of those movies where you just got to turn off your brain. But then Alien Resurrection, no, fuck that. That one shouldn't have been made. Prometheus was now the whole concept of prequels. I'm not really like too fond of when it comes to movies franchises is like the Alien franchise. But Prometheus was all right, and but at the same time, I think that it really shouldn't have been made in the first place. And then Alien Covenant, just fucking no, no. Like like part of what made the Alien so scary in the first Alien movie was that you didn't know where it was, and it was hardly ever shown. But when it was shown, it scared the fucking shit out of you. Or at least back then, I don't know how many people get scared of the first Alien movie nowadays, but back then I can definitely see people getting scared the shit out of it, especially with all the sexual undertones and shit. But no, but another, but Alien was good because because you like with Lambert's death, you didn't get to see what happened to her, but there were like those noises is that she was making and shit to put it in a indirect way. But for those of you that have seen the movie, you guys know what I'm talking about. But like that was that left things to the imagination, and that's what makes horror movies awesome. Is that even sci-fi horror is that for gorehounds, yes, obviously show the gore and shit. But sometimes, well, rarely, most of the time, to me at least, it's best to leave it up to your imagination. Because when I first saw the Alien movie, I was like, okay, so many things could be going on right now, and it's like I can't even say it because of fucking demonetization and all that. But like the first Alien movie was awesome, cast awesome. First time seeing the creature, the chest burster scene. That's like a one and done deal. You were that like once that was done, there's no more. There's no more like, oh shit, that was scary, because that's what made it scary was you didn't know that was going to happen, and a little bit of behind the scenes fact of the cast didn't even know that was going to happen. So the actual reactions that the cast showed in the movie was their actual reaction, because they didn't know that all that blood was going to get all over them, and that was going to happen. And where a lot of movies these days are getting lackluster is nowadays it's just throw shit in the computer, a lot of CGI. Well, part of getting an actual really good legit reaction is to use more prosthetics and more like actual props and actual like that's the actual creature, like a suit or whatever. But like obviously if it's a suit, have someone that can do creature movements and that the creature needs to do really well. And like just the whole CGI shit is ridiculous and out of control. We need to go back. Like obviously yes, CGI is kind of good because going to aliens. So, well, there was one scene where it was like only like one or a couple actual physical like props of the aliens, like in the vent scene. And but then what James Cameron did was use a lot of was use CGI to make it look like there was more than what there actually was, and that was done really well. Like it's obvious, you can tell for the time that was done really well. But nowadays a lot of things just throw shit in CGI, and a lot of that studio meddling and just going with what people want instead of trying to actually execute your vision. Like you actually like if some of these directors were to do what they actually wanted to and use less CGI, and if they do use CGI, it be good, not like the shitty fucking uh, 2018 Predator in the ending scene where the upgrade Predator is fucking killed and shit and looks like a goddamn PS2 fucking generation game console CGI looking shit, and it's like, no. So all in all, and those were just a few examples, but all in all, horror movies these days are lackluster because, like, you can, like, yes, you can obviously try and fake a reaction to something or to a creature or to a death, but for there to be an actual, like, physical presence of the creature instead of just CGI to actually see what's going on, or to, like, just, like for instance, let's say a movie is being made, the creature is killing a person. Instead, it's like a person in a suit or a puppet or whatever. But the person's not expecting it. The unexpected part of horror movies too is also what gets a really good reaction out of the actors. So like I said, obviously you can fake a reaction, but it's a lot better to get a genuinely scared reaction. That's the thing. But then at the same time, you can also not show the deaths and just not and just leave it to the imagination, because your imagination is what scares the shit out of you with horror movies. Like it can really scare the shit out of you because you don't know what the fuck is going on, and you're just imagining in your head, oh shit, what if this is going on? Like, I just don't know anymore. Like, fucking jump scares in some movies are out of control. The movie The Nun, fucking don't get it unless you like jump scares, which I don't know how many people do, but just don't do it. No. But yeah, that's just basically my overall consensus on horror movies these days, and somewhat also movies in general, because I'm a music person, but I'm also as much of a music person, and I'm also just as much a movie person. And honestly, a lot of movies these days don't even get that chill factor with me unless it's like an older movie. And then like obviously though, now that I'm grown up and I've seen some of the older, really actually good horror movies, it's like it'll be a little harder, obviously, if you're not as easily scared like me. But if you just Hollywood, better movies, just let the directors execute their vision. Not only that, less CGI and only where needed. Just, yeah.